Hey everybody, it's Matt, CC Power Sports, Louisville. I'm here with Scotty the Marketing Dude behind the camera, and what I have behind me here is two beautiful Kawasaki motorcycles. I have a Z650RS and its bigger brother, the Z900RS. Now, I'm not going to bore you with talking about these bikes. We're going to do something a little bit different today. My boy Scotty is going to take them for a ride and tell us what he thinks while he's riding the bikes. So, we'll get right to it, and here's Scotty.
Okay, and now we've switched places. Matt's now behind the camera. So yeah, we're standing in front, or I guess I'm standing in the middle of two Kawasaki Zs here. We've got the 22 Z650RS in this really nice emerald green color. And we've got a black Z900RS Cafe behind me here. And the reason we're riding these today, really the main reason, is they're on sale. We've got killer rebates, killer sale prices on them right now. This bike right here, the 650, is gonna run you $69.99 sale price. And the Z900RS, $11,399 sale price. So I'm ready to get into the saddle. Love them. We've also got a Z900RS. I'll put a picture of that bike in the video here. The non-cafe version, that bike's going to run you $10,949 sale price. So let's get into the saddle of these things. I'll talk about them. I'll talk about kind of the differences between the 650 and the 900, and what they could do for you on the street, you know, what maybe would suit your needs better. Maybe if you're on a budget, or maybe you want to spend a little more and you want more power, baby, right? This bike's going to have about 67, 70 horsepower, and we're going to be at 125 horsepower on the 900. So we'll see how that feels on the road. All right, let's look at some glamour shots of these bikes, and then we'll get them on the street. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, and we are off on the Z650RS. I can already say this is a very comfortable motorcycle. The seat is very nice. And I like how narrow this tank is. I think I have ridden the 900 before, and I can say that this bike does feel, I mean, it is smaller, obviously. We're talking almost half the horsepower, but it feels it too. It's not doesn't feel, sorry. Bike is certainly lighter feeling and narrower than the Z900, because it is lighter and narrower than the Z900. And that helps with the power to weight ratio, obviously, because this bike is putting out about 67 horsepower versus the Z900, which is putting down about 125. But this bike is no slouch. I've ridden a lot of the Ninja 650s with this engine platform, and the Z650, the regular Z650, not the RS. But I think the RS is just a way better looking motorcycle, in my opinion. Of course, I am a cafe racer guy, so my preferences may lie there. But regardless, I think it's a beautiful motorcycle. I love this green. Some people are a little iffy on a green motorcycle. I think that's kind of went away. But man, for the price, for $7 grand, it's just so cheap to get you into a really nice looking motorcycle that I think you're going to get a lot of looks. When you go to the gas station on something like this, it's like, you know, when you ride these bikes, people always think they're older than they are. They want to know what they are. And that's kind of the reason you buy something like this over the regular Z650, is just because it's, you know, it's just a all around, I think, a more stylized, better looking motorcycle. And it feels great for this kind of thing, getting around town. You know, you're going to be able to zip around really easy on it. just yeah, feels pretty good. I'll be excited when we get up into the twisties, and we'll see how it feels laid over in a corner. We got some really nice roads coming up here. So I'll see you guys in the future. One thing I do want to talk about while we're riding up to the corners here, just another thought I'm having. This bike has a 6-speed transmission, which is very nice for a bike of this size, because that means it's like having an overdrive when you get on the freeway, and that just makes riding a bike of this size, of this horsepower, very nice. My personal motorcycle, I have a Triumph Bonneville T100, and it's a 5-speed, and I wish so much that it had a 6th gear, because when you get on the freeway, you know, not that it's bad on the freeway, but it does get a little buzzy. You know, you're in that like 5,000 RPM range, and that bike, it's fine there, but it would be better if it had a 6th gear. And that's one thing I like about this bike. Similar in horsepower, a little less than the Triumph, but I think it's so beneficial. So yeah, all right. I'll see you when we get to the actual corners. All right, we're coming up into my favorite section of Brooks Road here. Coming up, I guess Brooks Hill is what it's called. I don't know. I'm a Hoosier. Not really a Kentucky boy. Not too familiar, but I do know this road. It's a very good road. I got a truck up in front of me, so I'm kind of trying to space out as much as I can. The motor is so nice. The gearbox, really positive shifting feel. No quick shifter, but hey, bikes didn't have quick shifters for a long time. They do just fine. Really like the way this bike feels in these corners. Yeah, it's very nice. You can have a lot of fun on this thing. So I guess that's the 650 in a nutshell. Is it's going to be really fun to ride. You can ride it a little harder, you know, because it's not making that huge horsepower, but it's making enough. It's surely enough for the everyday guy, and even a guy that just wants something nice and light to ride around. Really impressed. Again, this bike is on sale for $69.99. Don't miss out if you're looking for a nice, reliable, easy riding, beautiful motorcycle. Definitely come to the Brooks store and check this thing out. But without further ado, let's cut to the saddle of the Z900, the big boy. All right. All right, and now we are in the saddle of the Z900RS Cafe. And I might already be in love. Oh my gosh, it's so fun already. You know, so this bike's going to put you already in a more aggressive stance. If you wanted this bike in the package that more closely resembles the Z650RS that we just rode, you're going to want to look at the regular Z900RS. That's going to have the same bar position as the 650 we just rode. This bike's going to have a more aggressive handlebar position with the Cafe drag bars, but you do get this nice quarter fairing up front that I believe does a really good job of helping that wind a little bit around you, but you are going to be in a more aggressive position. So if you're a leader bike guy, this bike's going to feel a little more like your standard, you know, 1000cc sport bike. Really, it's going to feel a lot like a sport bike from a bygone era, from about maybe the late 90s, mid to late 90s, you know, where this bike's putting out about 125 horsepower. Seating wise, you're going to have a more standard foot peg position like the regular RS, but you are a little more far forward with this handlebar, and I have to say I really am digging it. I think for longer rides I might end up going with the RS just because of that more upright seating position. It's a little nicer on the neck. Me being a guy that's had some neck injuries, I do get a little neck pain when I'm in this more forward position all the time. I'd like to be able to sit up more, which I guess I could. You just kind of gotta scooch up a little bit. But if you want to stay in that more attack position, neck hurts a little bit. This bike obviously has a lot more power than the 650. So you've got that nice inline four sound. I mean, this bike, I think the thing I like about the Z900RS or the Cafe is that you get this beautiful classic sport bike styling, but in a modern sport bike performance package. You can adjust your forks up front to adjust your compression, all that stuff. You know, this is a little bit more of a performance motorcycle for not a whole lot more money. This bike is on sale right now for $11,399 for this one. The RS is a little cheaper. I want to give this Chevy a little space here just so I can enjoy this corner a little bit. And just, so this bike is a little wider than the 650, but it doesn't really feel too wide when you're actually riding it. It's actually quite comfortable. And cornering wise, so you are in that more attack position, right? Just more naturally. And yeah, this bike corners really well. Feels very flickable. You can kind of put it where you want to go. Oh, so fun. And the engine sounds so good. Loads of fun. Brakes feel really nice, aggressive as you like, and obviously this bike's going to have absolutely no trouble going freeway speeds. I think I'm in love. If you're interested in a Kawasaki Z, really any Kawasaki, but if you're interested in a Kawasaki Z900 or a 650, do not miss this opportunity because we have some great sales prices on them right now, and these are an amazing motorcycle. I mean, if you want to get looks, if you want, if you really are into that more classic style, but you want a performance motorcycle, do not skip out on these things. I mean, this bike is incredible. It's not the first time I've ridden one, but it is the first time I've ridden one in I would say a year or so, and yeah, it's amazing. All right. I really don't want to take it back, but I have to. It's so nice. All right, guys. This has been Scotty the Marketing Dude. Sadly, I have to return this motorcycle to the dealership, but if you want to take it home, we've got a few. Give the guys in sales a call at 502-968-0162, and they'll hook you up with this thing. Don't forget about the 650 also, if you're looking for something that maybe is a little cheaper, but you want this kind of style. Both bikes are amazing. I don't want to return it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll check you later.